Hey everyone, this is Akromah, doing a real quick replay analysis. We're looking at Jowabunga here. Looks like he's going Ziggs middle versus Katarina, looks like. Um, should be a skill lane. Katarina can be a little bit slippery with Ziggs' skill shots. Other thing to look at is Ziggs versus a Trundle jungle, which is actually pretty easy for him in a short lane. Because when the Pillar of Poop, now the Ice Pillar comes down, all you have to do is jump over it with your Satchel Charge. Um, so yeah. I like how you didn't get a spell yet. That's good. You're getting out to the woods a little bit late. If you want to go like defend the jungle, which I think you should try and shop a little bit faster. Because say they have like some aggressive, crazy invade team. They don't happen to actually have one. They have a lot of pokey invade. They don't have like a CC the shit out of you invade team, so you're actually okay. I would also stand right on the tip of this bush, because I think you get a little bit more vision that way. Or like maybe not the tip, but like right where my mouse is right now. That way you can see a little bit farther away, as opposed to them coming right out of the fog right here and being right up in your face in, like, say, a Tyrek stun range. Also, if they start moving here, and you're in this bush, they don't know you're there until they either poke you, or until they, like, walk into the bush, so you can actually just get a flash off real fast. And if they have a high CC team, you always want to just flash and make sure there's no way in hell they can catch you. Hopefully he starts wolves. There's no reason to not. Excuse me. Ugh, there's no reason to not start wolves. Looks like he's not going to. Looks like he's not even gonna get a leash either from Nasus. That's bad. Nasus can even take one of the little creeps and be okay. Get a charge with his Q. Just weird. That's really scummy of Nasus to do. Give your jungles a leash, guys. Especially if they're an ranged middle, they can auto attack. The main thing here is you outrange her. You just have to stay out of her shun pro range. Good. No, like you threading in the auto attacks. Let me turn this on. There we go. Good. That's pretty much the name of the game right now. You can also balance out the creep wave a little bit because she's pushing, so there you go, nuking it a little bit more. Hopefully you get, I would probably get Satchel Charge level 2 just to be safe. Let's see what you got. You got your explosive mines, which is fine too. You're relatively safe here, especially with your flash up. So you get a little bit more killing potential with these. Last hitting looks good so far. Forgot to look at your items. Good items to start with. I always thought you could get 2 fairy charms. Did I miss something that you got or used? 3 pots. They're 180 AP each piece, that's 360. Plus a ward in a pot, I always thought. I must be crazy or missing something. Looks good right now. I mean, you're winning all these trades, keeping her off creeps. She's doing what Katarina's need to do, and it's just farm. Pretty good ward spot. Um, that'd make you air to the side of the lane. When you're having a Mumu ganking for you, you don't want to shift towards him, especially when the player is scared of you already, because it's just gonna make them go further away from your Mumu's vantage range. You want to usually actually go up the opposite, make her try and come around and get her creeps and scare right in. But it's just an unsuccessful looking gank. There, it's just Amumu's is not an early ganker. People that are trying to early gank on him are only gonna catch people with that don't have wards and stuff. That actually, I feel like they almost could have been able to get that. When you're ganking a Vi and she's doing her Q to escape, step in front of her. Stops her in her tracks. And also slows her down. With 2 fairy traps, you'd be harassing a lot more. I really don't know what happened. Maybe you got a bunch more pots or something. I don't know. Oh, yeah. I don't know. We'll check probably at the end of the game. pretty passive game so far. Nice. You're doing a really good job with your auto attacks. She's not really retaliating at all. If I were her when you came in auto attack range, I'd probably shunpo at you, W, and then try and dodge your skill shot on the way out. These Mannergen builds are nice. See, if you notice, she's actually she's not. I was about to say she's pushing a little bit less right now and looks a little bit suspicious. But when she queued just there, she eliminated any chance of a successful trundle gank. Sorry about that. I had to talk to someone real fast. Um, so yeah, Trundle's just wasting his time here. Literally, if you're a Trundle, you have no way of I mean, you don't even have her to stun. Great Pillar of Filth. Great W. Nothing. And Amumu, you're also wasting your time. Just go hit 6. I think you could have flash ignited. Nice, still got him. Good job. Cut the ult a little bit close there, and I like that you pushed it afterwards. I would just recall right now that you're looks like you're doing so. Good job. You're playing this exactly how I would have so far, which isn't necessarily a good thing, but let's hope that it is. Mumu should shift over here to cover it for experience a little bit. Like hell, I would even probably push it in one more wave if I were him. 'Cause Cat probably won't be back in time. Yeah, it looks like she will actually. See, you're what, level 7, and Mumu's level just hit 5. He was 4 just now. That's just bad. He needs to be trying to hit 6 as fast as possible. Good counter gank top though. This gank should work by Trundle. Nasus has Flash instead of Ghost. If I were Trundle, I'd be ghosting right now though. Oh, he has Flash. Pretty good counter gank by Mumu. Good job. Katarina's missing. Just let your team know. I don't know where she's going. Maybe roaming top. Looks like she's warding her roaming top. Pay attention to the fact that she hasn't bought any wards, so she's actually kind of vulnerable, but Katarina's pretty slippery champion. But when you get your Amumu ult, it'll be like a lot better hands to be ganking this cat. But it looks like you won't even need it because you're just owning her so hard in lane. What'd you buy, by the way? Oh, I see. I kind of like that. I kind of like that purchase. It's like you've already probably have the most farm in the game. Yep. You have first blood or whatever. I don't know if it's first blood or second blood or what, but an early kill, and you have 1600. You're just gonna keep pushing her down by getting this. You have to land fewer. Like you don't even have to land as many Qs now to be as effective as you are. At this point, I would just shove this wave because it's going into the tower anyway, and then go do wraiths. I think like something that I don't put a lot of thought into, but I should, is creep wave mechanics because they're actually really interesting. There are points at which you should just shove it because you can see that your creep wave is going to push it to the tower anyway, and it'll allow you for more or buy you more time to go do other things like wraith camps. Good. And you're just cleaving the hell out of her while CSing, which is a pretty beautiful thing. And by being up here, you're actually vulnerable to Trundle gank, so you want to pool. Make sure you save a little bit of mana for your W. You keep firing that ult a little bit short. You also have to, versus Katarina, you have to anticipate her creep wave, because if she's reacting fast there, she actually has a creep wave to jump to Shumpo too. And she's just bitch pinging. She's so scared of you. I love it. But she's actually pinging at the right time because you're low mana. But the thing is, I think you still have your Ignite up, right? Yeah, you still have your Ignite up. So if she tries anything, I'm not even running that much. I'm just dropping a Q as soon as she shuffles on me, and then igniting her and auto-attacking her once. She'll be dead. You're probably getting Trundle ganked. That's what I'd be thinking right now. With the way she's staying around right now, the way she's even coming at you. Yeah. What a waste of time. You could kill her there, honestly. Trundle's, remember, Trundle's damage is very, very, like, predictable. Like, he doesn't have the burst to just gun you down all of a sudden. Um, pretty poor idea to recover from a cat. Trundle should have just taken the lane, cat should have gone back, and, bought, because there's no way in hell. He probably thought your ignite was down or something. Shove it up now. Yeah, because if you shove here, then you can go do wraiths or you can go recall. Either one's fine, although I would probably, let's see how much gold you have. You could do either, honestly. 1100 gold is enough to get a rod and some wards. Or not a rod, a blasting wand and some wards. Or whatever you happen to be getting, or a boots and a blasting wand, almost. Not quite, but almost. But now I think Cat's gonna probably catch the tail end of this wave because he didn't shove earlier. We'll see. I was just gonna catch the whole wave because he didn't shove earlier. So it looks like you're planning on backing now, which I like. You can also do raids real fast, because I think you like 3-shot it, Q and E and a Q. See, why did the Katarina come around for a gank? She's just really desperate to kill you. And she's not going to come back by killing you now. She's going to come back by farming. That's something that people really misunderstand. The opportunity cost of farm, or of getting a kill and losing farm is too high. She's smart for pushing it here. Interesting build. I guess it kind of makes sense. Be pinging MIA, and I would start shifting bottom because it looked like Cat was caught in between. Yeah. Let me see if I can turn off their pings. But even if you just shift down a little bit and lay down the ult. Oh. Then you have a moves back here. I wouldn't be going now because you're too late now. Now the way you make her pay is by shoving middle again. Keeping Trundle there. Maintaining map control. And denying Katarina farm. Because she probably have 2 levels on her at this point. 2 levels on her, yeah. And she just used her ult, ignite, and everything. But see, now she comes back, gets a free wave. Hey, look at that. NASA said Bill is building a, properly. He's building a freaking, actually, this might be the one and the only matchup where he doesn't really need it, but he's building a bulwark. Nice. It's good to see Nasus build bulwarks. A lot of tanky champs, especially Nasus, who isn't item dependent, just needs to be tanky. You should build bulwarks, not the supports. Supports get them too late. I build it on most of my jungles, and that's pretty much it. I guess Volibear top, I would probably do it, but I don't play that shit like ever. I'd be Aaron over here to try and back up a Mumu, because he's doing it without a ward. And you can blow up Trundle really hard, because Katarina doesn't have shit on you. Pretty well warded here too, so I like that. I actually like putting this ward up here, as long as top lane's warding, but if top lane's not warding, this is a little bit safer. This protects only yourself though, whereas this also protects top lane a little bit. But hey, look, it's paying off. I was gonna say, I don't think you saw it, did you? Make sure you throw that satchel down. I mean, I'm all for, like, I always make the joke, forgive me if I'm offending anyone, but I hate people that are flash Jews. I've been it before. But, I mean, if you think they have a chance of killing you, flash. Especially when, like, they're invading, it's 5-on-1, because all they have to do is flash done. And if you flash, you completely negate the chance of them killing you. So a good flash. I probably would have tried to throw a W down and satcheled away, because Katarina was just so damn far away. And then I would have flashed if Vi started her ult. Good though, because Your pressure's back on top, it's back on bottom, so you can get away with a little bit more shit now. You gotta let them know that Katarina's missing. Probably, she doesn't have a lot of places to roam except top, but I don't think she can kill top. Just roaming bottom, just ping that shit. Good that you're getting blue. Looks good. Not making your jungler wait at all. Trundle just left middle, so it looks like they're going for like some grand thing bottom, or maybe even top. Moo might be in position for a counter gank there. Moo actually got there before Trundle did. Um, as you can see, this Katarina is being smart and keeps going through her tri-bush. I don't know why that Draven is not just killing the Ezreal when it came in range. I guess he didn't have an axe, so he wasn't going to kill either of them. Good push, though, because you make her pay for that right there. I mean, both lanes are not making her pay. This guy should be dead as hell. He has Curse the Sad on me up, too. So just keep shoving. Nothing to fear on the map right now. Bottom lane's weak / crippled. Even better option. I like it. Wraith's good. You're literally playing this game perfectly. So, well played so far. Perfect balance of farm and harass. Didn't miss that much CS. Played the lane real well. The only thing is, the weakest part right now is defending the roam, but as far as actually like assisting in the roam, because I think or assisting in killing the person that's roaming, or I hate when people are always like, oh, how do you let Cat roam so much? Like, you gotta follow her. I usually say that's retarded, and pushing's the better option. But with Ziggs' case, his range on his ult so long that you can actually assist by just poking your little head out down lane a little bit. Plus, you're a lot safer, like you're a lot more in position to follow her and shut her down. But pushing is also a good option, as long as you do one of the two. This is why Nasus needs ghosts for the long lane. No, don't go in. Good. And I like that you're roaming towards them. I probably would have done it a little bit sooner, especially if you just run up the river and you catch a Mumu there. Mumu can actually engage here with you. Oh, you're getting a little bit too close, buddy. Good hook by a Mumu. Very good hook. Oh, that was well played by you guys. You got a little bit too close there. You want to stay out of that Shumpo range, but you just dunked the hell out of them. Good job. Speed it up a little bit just 'cause I'm short on time. Trying to go down to the shore. It looks like you have this win like cinched. Your AD isn't like particularly strong relative to theirs, but he has more CS, I suppose. Yeah, and your weakest, the guy that's suffering the most on your team right now is Nasus, and he's Nasus. He'll always come back. He's the most resilient champion. Let's check your items. You're building exactly how I would, man, other than the fact that you built the chalice and didn't do anything with it. If you're gonna build the chalice, I probably would have just I don't know, I probably would have completed it, but the fact that you got the rod early would have made me just go probably straight death cap. He's a little bit too far up right now, but the thing is, Trundle can't really gank through lane. That was a huge whiff. Good ult. I like it. You gotta. Your placement on your ults has been the weakest part of your game thus far, and dealing with the roam. I would start to get out here. You're kind of just like giving them this encouragement with so many people missing, and there's cats showed up. I mean, it's not that you need to get back so much as they need to get back. You can just kite them a lot, and you see cat creeping up here. Oh, Lulu just has to get away. Lulu just has to get away. Good flash, good directional flash by him. Oh no. Just auto attack walk into the bush. If you walk into the center of the bush there and you just hit your A key, oh that was funny. And you hit your A key, that's attack walk, and it'll just attack the nearest unit. So pretty much your attack range covers the entire bush, and you only needed one auto attack there, so you're like guaranteeing the kill. By going into one side of the bush there, you give her the chance to escape. The only thing she could have done to maybe get out of there, which would make more sense for you going to the side of the bush, is jumping to a ward. Especially if you knew a Mumu was there covering the other side, then that was the better decision. But even if she jumps to a ward, you still have a Q to kill her with. So that's just how I would be breaking down her potential escape routes in my head. Um, Still though, cutting off that angle makes it so she's guaranteed dead no matter what. It make me want to play Ziggs. You just played it so perfectly though. There's really not that much I can say other than try and take advantage of your ult a little bit better as far as following them and even just place a little bit more behind them seems to be your issue. See, at this point, I don't like warding there. I would probably like take a more aggressive stance and ward up here. Is this a glitch? Are they creeping here right now? There's the weirdest glitches. Like you just see the raids dying there. Um, but yeah, this ward, especially with Nasus pushed up so much, this isn't my likely gank route by her. We saw her do it once earlier, so that's like a pretty good reason for it. But at this point, she should just be farming, but she probably won't be because she's behind. Oh, that ult. Yeah, your team's just way too strong. See, you can get away with what you're doing right now. It's just not the safest thing, but you can get away with what you're doing right now. Like coming at the side angle here. I wait till the creeps come in and they're just coming from the side, or I'll go all the way around. Either one's fine. Because I mean, you can just W to stop Katarina's ult, and I think Sona used her ult right there. No, she didn't actually. Uh, just gonna jump up. No. Careful when you run into melee range like that. Like, a lot of times when you're an AP caster, you just don't know what to do between spellcasts, and you position yourself poorly. You should be using that downtime to improve your positioning, if anything. It's not going to matter in team fight here, because you're crushing them so hard, but in a team fight that's closer, that kind of stuff will be huge. That's the kind of stuff that keeps you alive versus like a Zed or something like that, or like anything really, but like especially for Zed. Pretty good sieging. I didn't really pay that much attention there, but hopefully you're reading in auto attacks there between your spellcasts on the tower, especially with that passive working on towers. I think your next auto attack will probably just kill the tower, but you can't really get it off here safely, so I would just disengage. I haven't seen you do a satchel charge over a wall yet. I'm so excited for it though. Here comes Hazel. Bink. See if she has flash. She won't even be in range now. Oh, ballsy, ballsy, ballsy. Good jump. Mumu's just so strong that he can just get away with this kind of shit. I think does he have MR too? Not much. By the way, everyone bans Mumu because they're scared of this kind of shit. But and Mumu is very good because he can actually carry from the jungle. That's what I like about him. But the thing is, he's so easy to counter jungle and he has no early game. I don't know what that Vi's done. Pretty good build by him though, by Mumu. Your build looks pretty good too. Let's go for Athens. I like Athens a lot more as an early item. Like you got the magic resist part, which is nice. Because it's a good item for lane. But when you're not getting like, when Katarina's like no threat to you and they don't have a lot of AP on the team, I would opt for like something like Azonia's instead. But you had already bought that chalice, so I think you were just dead set on getting it. I don't even know about Azonia's, like, Even a Rylai's just to build up, like, I don't know. Like, I think this is definitely good. It's just weird to get after a death count. Hopefully you get an ult range here. I mean, we can probably 1v2 these people. Okay. The move's meleeing too much. Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta just stay in that fight a little bit longer. Let me see how you refought the end of that. I think if you bailed on a move there, I don't think I would have bailed on a move there. Let's see. I see you're a bit wary of Ezreal. Good, which looks good. Good. Night. Good. Good. You're actually you're fighting this fine. You're getting a little bit close there at the end. But other than that, that was pretty good. Sorry, I just had to re-see how you did it. You're just backing out while you're... See, people think like, oh, why'd you abandon me? Why'd you abandon me? Like, I didn't abandon you, dude. I'm just an AP caster. My spells are on cooldown, which would seem to be the case for you. So you actually were doing what I was suggesting last time, which is just improving your positioning whenever you can. So good job. It was well fought. Especially with champions like Morgana, who have like 8-second cooldowns on her abilities, something like that, something absurd. Like, there's literally nothing to do when your shit's on cooldown. Ziggs, at least you can auto attack and do the buffed up auto attack. It does like 200 damage. Bold W with so many MIA. It really doesn't matter. You're gonna yeah. So many MIA. That's your only escape tool. That I would just opt to not do that. But it looks like it won't matter because you're so far ahead. Let's see what you buy now. Looks like you go for a Leandries. I probably wouldn't get a Leandries at this point. Always like it's not bad. It's just weird to be getting like when you have more powerful alternatives now. Like I would opt for some sort of like survivability at this point. I mean, you get a little bit from Leandries, 200. But I really like Azonia's or Rylai's better. It helps you kite a lot better too. But I mean, honestly, these sort of things are more about personal preference. Some people just don't like Rylai's. I want to see you come up and ult something for a KS here. Right on the well. Oh, here it comes. Bam, half his health. 2/3 his health even. Well, okay, so I'm gonna start summing it up because it looks like the game's just gonna end right here. Oh, actually it's not. It's 2 minutes left. Guess we'll surrender in 2 minutes. Ooh, missed that cue. Just gotta resets now. You can actually under 101 here. Just the other casters. I like, this is like something that I haven't really talked about in particular, but instead of putting your explosives there, I like to put them in spots that will narrow where they can move, so like right there, that way they have to come through. Right here, and just pop them, makes them easier to queue. Like funneling them with your explosives. If not, dropping them right directly on them. Dropping them on them is obviously better, but if you're trying to set up a zone, especially for tower siege, that's usually the best thing to do. Let's speed this up real fast. I'm surprised they're not just surrendering. Good zone. Yeah, shit like that's good. And in fact, there, I just put it right in the middle because it almost covers the entire path. But that's good. That's what I mean. I'm just getting nitpicky here because there's nothing else to really say. Because you're crushing it so hard. I look like you only have 3 kills yet. You're probably one of the strongest ones on your team. throw when you're expecting them to, I think your skill shot usage is a little bit off. I don't know if you're just smart casting getting a little bit sloppy. When you expect them to disengage, there's no point to putting it on the angle that you did right there. Um, Same thing with your ult. Not good like that. Ult does nothing. Alright, so things to work on. Uh, Overall, like, you played pretty perfectly. I think your only real problems were just mechanics with the ult and where to place the ult sometimes. I mean, it still worked. You barely got that, the first kill. Keep in mind, I'm getting really nitpicky here because you played everything pretty perfectly. Um, so, so yeah, I mean, if you expect them to retreat, place a little bit, I mean, it's got a huge AoE, especially, it's a lot easier to land when you're close range, you know that. So just place it like a little bit behind them. With Katarina, you can actually like say her, you know, her creep wave's coming, and which is something you should actually. It sounds like something that's like crazy, like you never think about it, but always pay attention to where your creep waves are, because that means like obviously her creep waves are that exact spot or on the mirror side of the map. So so you know where she'll be shunpoing to, and it makes her shunpos very predictable. So that way, if say you know her creep wave's coming, well you can place it so um your ult will be like barely on her, but also on the creep wave, and then she'll probably be running or shampooing somewhere right in the middle, and then you'll just blow her ass up, and it'll be funny, and everyone will laugh. Um, your warding was pretty good. Let me go back and check your starting items, because I don't understand that. So your warding is pretty good. I would start shifting your wards around a little bit as you take a more aggressive stance, especially if your top lane's warding. I'd start warding right here in this bush. Um, just something to think about. So, yeah, so you have 115 gold here. I see you don't want pots, but instead of getting 3 pots, do 1 pot and 2 fairy charms. It's just gonna be a better start for you usually. And if you're not gonna do that, just grab more pots. But I would suggest doing the fairy charms because with Cat you can just outrange her. But like I said, the match was played pretty perfectly. Um, you made pretty good decisions as far as when to shove and when not to shove, so I like that too. So keep doing that. It's really hard to pick this game apart. You did everything so well. Your positioning, the one team fight over here when you were a Mumu 2-on-4 was pretty good. Even though at first I thought it was bad, the way you were staying back when your spells were on cooldown. That's what it should be like every single fight. There are some team fights like the one over here where you're getting a little bit antsy. It still worked out, but you got like in the melee range. I think it happened once in middle. Um, just always strive to improve your position, especially when you have downtime, like especially when there's nothing to even cast, and just keep lobbing those snowballs in. But overall, played very well and it's fun to look at. Um, Kind of a stomp overall because it looks like all the lanes won. But I mean, it's the oh shit, the hell did I do? Okay, there we go. I hate when I do this because I can never get it normal again. Um, Yeah, I don't know. I would the other thing you can think about to start improving your Ziggs is start looking at where your jungler is going, especially when he's going bottom, and you can start getting like some 4-on-2 ganks bottom or some 3-on-1 ganks bottom, especially if the map's more warded or if you know where their wards are or if your team's pinking. It allows you for a little bit more range because I think you can push harder than you probably push about even with Cat. I mean, you both can blow up a wave and pretty much a full spell combo. So but you can take advantage of that and roam down. Even if you only get there halfway or even if you're a little bit slow, you can just, you know, throw your ult in the spot and then make kind of like a choke point where cut them off where if they walk into it, they're dead. If they don't walk into it, they get killed by your team. Um, but I obviously try to hit them ideally. Uh, so yeah, I think Ziggs is a pretty reasonable roam champion because he's not like a traditional roam champion. He can kind of do like a long range assistance kind of deal. Your build is pretty good. Um, I don't have. If I get Leandries, it's my first item. If I don't get it after that, I usually don't get it at all. It's still a good item, cost-effective item, pretty easy to make. But I just prefer things like Zonias and stuff. But in this matchup, you didn't even really need Zonias. If Cat were stronger, I probably would have got it. But she wasn't. Um, pretty good overall. I'm sorry, I really can't come up with anything more critical. Seems like you had just had a good game here. So good game, and thanks for watching. Keep sending replays. I'll look at some other ones soon, but I'm going to the shore soon. I'll be back like Tuesday or something like that. So thanks for sending it, man. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of like prattling on here. I'm just trying to come up with anything I can. So thanks again.